Hey guys and gals, friends of YouTube, Load Fly Helix here. No, I haven't been on here in a little while. It's been extremely busy again. But anyway, this video is going to be an unboxing of an airplane. It is also a big thank you to a very, very good friend of mine. I have lots of very good friends on YouTube, but this young man is really special to me. We've been good friends for, I think at least a little over, maybe 3 years or a little over now, and he's an outstanding young man. I think the world of him, and I cannot wait till we can get to meet someday. He's quite a bit younger than me, but I've kind of helped him over the airways getting started. He's also in a local club. He's learning to fly. He's soloed already with his little apprentice, and then he built the Sig Cadets LT-40 that he sent me, that most of y'all have seen a couple years ago. He followed my video and built his during last winter, and he will start flying it this summer. A little bit bigger than what he's used to. So now Jason has sent me another plane to build for him, and he's getting the same one and going to follow along again. And we enjoy building together. We both wish we could be sitting here at the same table building, but he lives in Canada, up in Quebec, and I live in Arkansas. So we do the best we can with our videos, and we text a lot. We both have free international texting. We can't call because it costs a fortune, but we text each other a lot and email and stuff. But Jason is a wonderful young man. His wife Nat is just a sweetheart, and they've got just two of the most beautiful dogs you've ever seen. They are both just awesome. They're golden retrievers, and they work with these dogs and spend a lot of time. It's kind of their kids, you know. But very nice family. But I just want to say a big thank you so much, Jason. This just touches my heart that you do this stuff, and of course Jason knows that he has a surprise coming in the UPS, and I'm not going to tell y'all what it is. You're just going to have to wait and look at his channel here in a few days. He should get it in about a week, and it's probably going to be a pretty interesting unboxing for Jason, so I hope he's really surprised, and I think he will be, but I'm not going to tell what it is. You're just going to have to wait and look at his channel. Jason's channel is Bushwalker. Now there's several Bushwalkers on YouTube, but his will have the little, over in the thumbnail, it'll be the little yellow coiled up rattlesnake that says "Don't tread on me." That's Jason's channel. Give him a look. He's got a few videos on there, working on getting more and stuff. But anyway, this young man is very, very close to me. I think the world of him. And I'd claim him as a son in a heartbeat if he was here, you know. So we really enjoy doing this stuff together. But anyway, thank you so much, Jason, for the airplane. And now we will turn the camera around here and we'll do an unboxing, and I'll show you what he sent me. Okay, Jason has sent me a Hangar 9 J3 Piper Cub, 40 size, 46 size. I have the Great Plains J3 Piper Cub, and I have liked it really well, but it's had its use. It's 7 years old, had many hundred flights on it. It's still in good shape. I mean, it's got some hanger rash and stuff, a couple little battle scars on it, but nothing serious. Still a very good flying airplane. I am giving it to my friend Michael over in Fayetteville to replace a plane Michael crashed at our field last weekend, or weekend before last. He stuck a Cessna 182 that I gave him a year ago. He stuck it in the top of a tree, and by the time we got it down, it was no good at all, the airframe. But at least he got his motor and stuff. He had to come back out the second day and bring a tree guy with him that had tree climbing equipment to get up there on top of this tree and get it down for him. But at least he got his engine and everything. But anyway, I'm giving my old Cub to my friend Michael, and Jason has sent me this new Hangar 9 J3 Piper Cub, and I like it a lot better than the Great Plains model. It's way more scale. It has the scale struts on the wings. It has the more scale landing gear. It's got the the engine's molded into the cowl and already painted and everything. So that's really nice. And it's also a two-piece wing, which will make it very easy to transport. My Great Plains J3 Cub is a one-piece 81-inch wing, and it makes it a little hard to transport sometimes. I mean, I have a truck and it'll fit in the back, but I have to angle it corner to corner. It sticks out past the tailgate if I just try to put it straight in. So sometimes it's a little difficult to transport if I'm taking very much stuff with me. So I'm very happy to get this. Jason has always loved J3 Piper Cubs, and he wanted one really bad. So the next thing I know, I get this in the mail, or the other day, or FedEx, and he's buying his here shortly, and we're going to go to building on this. Well, I'm actually going to start before him and get the videos going so he can, when he gets his and gets ready, he can follow right along. But let's get this opened up, see what we got. This kit's been around a while. Most of you old-timers like me have already seen it. Some of you young guys, maybe not. If you youngsters out there, new flyers, are interested in a Piper Cub and you want just an average size one, nothing real big, this Hanger 9 J3 Cub is an awesome kit. It really is. So let's see how we can get this here. I'll tell you what, let me lay it right down here in this chair and maybe we can get the pieces out like that. Of course, you got your manual. I haven't opened it yet. Comes with some Hanger 9 stickers, JR stickers, and some American flags. Jason loves that. He loves the United States. He lives in Canada, but he would love to be able to live down here. But I guess to get moved to the United States from Canada is really a lot of red tape and stuff to go through. But and you know, of course, his wife's family's up there and everything. So anyway. The stab on this is two-piece. Now the hinges, you have to glue the hinges on this. I'm not going to take all of this out of the bag. I made parts of it, but it's got these metal pins, or not metal, but they're carbon fiber, and then those slide into the fuselage, and apparently it bolts in. I'm not real sure yet, haven't got that far, but that is a two-piece. So if a guy needed to take that apart to transport it, you know, you could. It looks like the two halves go together with the pins. Pins fit in this half, and so it kind of makes it a one piece, but it's got holes right here. It looks like where you bolt it. So we'll find out when we go to building it. And we got our rudder, and it already has numbers on it. You know, you can change them if you want to. I'm gonna probably leave these the way they are. My old Cub, if anybody ever noticed the numbers, N is registration in the United States. So all airplanes registered in the United States, I'm talking about full-scale real ones, starts with an N on their numbers. Well, on my other Cub on the wing, my number was AR for Arkansas, and it was 0984. Oh, see, what was it? I'm trying to think how I had that down. It's my anniversary. My wife and I's anniversary is what it is. June 9th. It was 06 0984 is what it was on that. But anyway, I had those special made. Since these are already on this plane, I'm not going to bother taking them off. I will just make me some more for another plane on our anniversary thing. So, and my friend Ken, a lot of his, he does like his granddaughter's birthday and stuff. Kind of a neat deal. They're pretty reasonable. There's several places you can get these graphics done. Bad Brad Graphics is who I use. He does a really good job, and they're fuel proof, they're UV resistant, and they're good decals, go on real well. And you can kind of make up your own numbers and stuff. So anyway, here is one half of the wing. It's got, looks like these are plastic pins here. It does have an aluminum wing tube that you put it together with. It's got servo tray. I don't know where this. I don't see the servo tray cover in there. I don't see it in the bag, so maybe it's, I don't know, maybe it's fell off in the box. Something I'll see later. But I like the insets that they've got cut out for the screw holes for the struts, wing struts, and then here's your holes here for the little braces on the wing struts. But this is a very well built model. I don't see hardly any wrinkles in this covering at all. Generally you have a few wrinkles to take out. If there's any in this, I can't see hardly anything through the plastic. It looks really nice and tight. So let's see if we can get this one out of here. Other wing half, same thing. They must have the servo covers in another bag because this one's not on here either. So I guess they did that to keep them from falling loose and doing any damage in here. That's kind of a good idea. Hangar 9 is a very well built aircraft. I know a lot of people that have them. I have a Hangar 9 Piper Pawnee, the agricultural tractor crop duster. I have it. It's built real well. I got it from Ken. So let's see here. Now let's see. I'll have to get a knife out here. Try not to bump the camera. Get the goodie box out of here. So let's see what we got in here. Oh, here you go, Jason. That's your, got 3 nice pieces of foam and all your fuel tank settings. That's kind of cool. The fuel tank is already assembled on this and the fuel line's connected. The only thing I will do different, this is set up with a 2-line fuel tank system, and I will do a 3-line because I'll put a fill line, a separate fill line. But other than that, it's all together. This is all the foam and stuff to mount it with. But like I said, Hangar 9 is a very high quality, probably one of the better kits out there. Great Plains is pretty good. Seagull models is pretty good. I like them. Believe it or not, I like Phoenix models. I've got a lot of Phoenix models and I love them. They are built real well for a cheaper airplane. Okay. Alright, here we go. Here's our cowl. I am going to pull this out. Let's see. Oh, it had a hole in it, does. Anyway, I love this cowl. The engines are already molded into it. They're very nicely painted. It looks very scale. The cowl is a real heavy fiberglass. A lot heavier than the Great Plains. The Great Plain ones got little white plastic engines. You have to paint those and then glue them on the outside, or either cut the hole out and glue them from the inside. Kind of a pain. So this one, I really like this cowl, and it's real thick and heavy too. Nice job. And that the engines are already painted. It shows on this to mount the engine sideways, and it shows a little hole cut out right here where the engine head sticks out right below this. If you know, on your glow engine or whatever you're using. I'm going to see when we get into this, I'm going to see about mounting my engine inverted with the head sticking out the bottom. I'm going to put a 4-stroke on this. I'm kind of either that, I probably will. I was kind of leaning toward the OS just came out with a, well, it's coming out in May, a new GGT 10cc, and it's a glow gas. What that means, it's a gasoline engine, but it runs with a glow plug like glow fuel. No electronic ignition to have to worry about mounting and stuff. They also make a 15 that I'm going to get one too and try. The reviews on them are really good. I watched some people testing them on YouTube, and the GT15, which is the electronic ignition module brand with a spark plug, and then the GGT15 glow gas model. The GG15 glow gas model is stronger and has more RPM than the regular gas one, even though they're both the same size engine. The glow one has more power and more RPM, running the same props and everything. So, and they run extremely well. You just have to put a glow starter on them to fire them, you know. So no problem there. But anyway, I don't know for sure. I'll probably end up going with a, you know, like a 74-stroke on this. 62 would fly it good too. I have a 70 on my other one. It's way overpowered, so a 62 would fly this fine. But I have kind of thought about that gas 10cc, which is equivalent to an OS 55 2-stroke. But I love the sound of a 4-stroke. It's just hard for me to build a Piper Cub without that sound of that OS or 4-stroke. Or well, I have a Magnum on my other one. But anyway, 4-stroke nitro engine. just has a way more scale sound to it for a Piper Cub. So I will probably end up putting another either a 62 or a 74 stroke in this plane. And by running it inverted, they make an adapter. It's $30 for this little elbow that you can screw into the muffler port, and it brings the muffler straight down and back, so you don't have to cut out either side of your cowl. The only cutout you have is in the bottom, and then if your needle valve comes out somewhere, and that's it. So let's put that back in the bag. Excuse me. Now, got one more little thing here. Let's see. Well, there's a bunch of stuff in that. Okay, let's get this out of the way. And there's your windows. You have to cut them out, of course, and glue them all in and everything. So that's fine. Alright, let's get... figure out how to get it out of here. Tail end of it's stuck down here. Get this protective box off the end of it. Set that over here, and we are going to open this up. There's your windshield, and it's got the little black carbon rods for the framework inside here, nicely painted around the edge of the windshield. Let's lay that over there, and let's turn this around and see if we can very gently get this opened up. Oh yeah. Yeah. What a beauty. Okay, look at the covering on this model. There's nothing. There's no wrinkles. A little place right there that could just tighten up slightly, but there's not any wrinkles at all in this covering on this plane. It's very well done. And decals are already applied. I think on my other one I had to apply those. Got plenty of room inside here, and I do believe, I think this window, this door top opens so you can get in there to put your nuts and your wings that lock on. It's a two-piece wing, it has an aluminum tube goes through here. Wow, that's cool. And it has, you can't see it from out here, but right in here there's a pre-cutout for just a normal little switch. I won't use those. I use the big heavy duty switches with the charge jacks, and I'm pretty sure this door opens right here to get in there. If it does, I'm probably going to mount my switch right inside here, so I can just open that door up and turn it on, turn it off, and that way save cutting up the outside of this to put a switch in, which will keep it more scale. But anyway, Jason, there you go, buddy. You wanted to see the fuselage. It's very nicely done. It's got a top cap here that comes out, or maybe it's screwed in. I'm not sure. I'll have to get in the book, but I think there's either a little lid on it that opens up so you can get in here and put your screws in the wings, or you go through the door. I'm not sure yet, but very, very well built model. Got your cutouts for your landing gear to lay in. This also, it's set up for a glow engine, and they've got the mounts turned at a slight angle. I don't know, what is that, a 45 degree? So your engine head would stick down here like this, and then that is so the muffler will lay right in this muffler trough right here. They've got a place for that, so it'll fit a glow engine really well, a two-stroke, which I'm not putting a two-stroke on a Cub. I can't do that. Got to have the four-stroke, so it's a different muffler generally. Now the gasoline engine has a muffler just like the glow engine, so it would actually fit right in here. So I still haven't ruled that out. I'm not sure. I'm having to think about that. But the inside of the wood is all painted and everything. And of course, your servos and stuff, I hope you can, I don't know if you can see this, but your servo stuff go down here in this tray. Well, I will take and build like I did my other Cub. I'll build a piece of thin balsa or plywood that that actually fits right here and covers this up. And I got my pilots. I have 2 pilots. And on a J3 Cub, the pilot sits in the back seat and the passenger in the front seat. And I've got two pilots. Call him Old Smoking Joe. My friend Nev in Reno, Nevada, made him for me. She hand carved him. He's kind of cool looking. Looked like an old scroungy old dude. Got a little cigar hanging out of his mouth, and it's pretty cool. And then I've got a student, like a student pilot in the front seat, and he's got this stricken look on his face like, oh crap. But anyway, I'll put those in this Cub too. But oh yeah, one more thing, Jason, I wanted to show you. Here's your stab. Goes together in 2 pieces, and then it will bolt on, just like I thought, from underneath it. So you won't really be able to see those unless you turn the plane upside down. But it is a bolt-on stab, so you can remove it for transport if you need to. Another thing I like on this one is the vertical stabilizer is molded right into the frame, the main fuselage on this. So you don't have to glue that in or anything. All you got to do is glue in the hinges for the rudder, put that in there with bolts. So love it. It should be a pretty easy build. Anyway, there's the fuselage. Let's see what we got here. Here's our landing gear. I'm going to open that up so you can see what it looks like. It's really a nice scale gear. The Great Plains Piper Cub does not come with scale gear. In other words, it doesn't have all this in the middle. You can buy an aftermarket one to put in there, but it's $100-something. So this one comes with a, it doesn't actually function, but it is scale as far as looks. It has the shocks in here and stuff. So, well, it has a little bit of spring to it. They've got this loop right here, so it will, well, you can see that, but it will spring just a little. So, kind of functions. But on a real Cub, this has like a cylinder in here, like a shock deal that gives it springy action. So anyway, this I like. I forget what you call these right here on the side, but they are covered with covering, already pre-done. So all you got to do is bolt this landing gear on there. The Great Plain ones, you have a piece of wood that's covered and you have to bolt it on, drill holes, and this is a much easier build plane, and I really like the quality of it. So, okay, let's see what we got in here. Well, they got everything taped down really well. Alright, here's our little goodie bag. It's got, there's your carbon fiber wing tube that goes in the wings and your linkage. And then the wood dowel rod. I'm not real sure. I'm assuming that may be one of the, usually sometimes they'll do a wood dowel rod and make a linkage with a wire on each end of it for your control rod, but I don't know why there would only be one in this. There again, I'll have to get in the manual and see. Not sure what that wood dowel's for. It does have the grooves cut in it, like to put the wire in, but I mean, you're going to have 2 in there, one for the rudder and one for the elevator, so I'm not sure why they would only do one this way, but apparently they have, because there's a tube in there for the other one to go back. That's crazy. I don't know. I don't understand that, but we'll find out when we get into the manual. I'm sure it's a good, whatever the idea is good, because it's a very well built model. One more box here, and let's see. The box is actually glued to the inside of the big box. So let's get all of that stuff out. Get that back out of the way. My chair's not cooperating with me. Alright, there's the wing struts, and the braces are already connected. It looks like all you do is just fold them up and bolt them. That's awesome. They're really heavy made too. I love the pins of the way this mounts. There again, that was another drawback on the Great Plains I didn't like, is how the struts mounted. They had basically like a CA hinge in the end of these little wood blocks that you screwed to the fuselage. Those CA hinges were constantly breaking on that. I finally went in and put some plastic hinges in it. But anyway, I like this setup much better. And then we got wow, cable in here. Maybe, oh, I know what that is. That's the braces for the horizontal stab. There'll be cables, braces come down from the vertical stab or vertical fin to the horizontal stab. And then there's all of our nice heavy, they're plastic but they're nice heavy, well made control horns, CA hinges, and it's got a metal motor mount, which depending on what engine I use, whether we use this or not. Not real sure, so we'll see about that. What do we got here? Here's the top hatch. Goes on top. There's a window goes in it, and then the little one here, I'm not sure what that is. There's two of those. Not real sure yet, but we'll figure out when we get to the kit. Here's the wheels. Got a little tail wheel in there, and here's the main ones with your hubcaps on them. So. And then here's this looks like the landing gear mounting bag with the little, I don't know what you call those, little braces that goes over the metal and screws down. Some wheel collars and stuff in there, so that's something to do with the landing gear. And then last but not least, we've got these. These are all aluminum. These are the braces that go from the wing struts up to the wing, about halfway in between where they connect. That's all those pieces that bolt on. Very well made, all aluminum, heavy duty. I like this. I really like this kit. Not that heavy either, but it's lightweight aluminum, or CNC aluminum. But very nicely built components to go on that, on the wing struts. So I, all in all, don't get me wrong, I have several Great Plains brand planes and I like them. But the Hanger 9 Cub is built twice as good as the Great Plains plane. So I would, other than the only good thing about the Great Plains ones that I liked the best, it had the fabric covering. This one has shiny covering, which that's fine. I can live with that too, no problem, because it's built so well. But the only good part about the Great Plains ones is it did have the fabric covering. But here's the funny part. They make that plane with the fabric covering, but you can't buy that fabric covering. They won't sell it to you. So if you crash it or put a hole in it or something, you can't patch it. I've got pieces of clear tape on some places on mine, old one, because I've poked holes in it. You can't get the covering to repair it. This one you can. This is Ultra Coat on here, and you can buy and repair it, and you'll never be able to tell it's been crashed. So much better choice. It's about the same price. This one's, I think, $249.99, and I believe the Great Plains ARF kit is $249. But I would recommend this Hanger 9 well over that, especially now that I've seen it, over knowing what I built on that one. This is a much better quality kit and a very good looking plane. So, alright Jason, there you go, buddy. There's all the components, a lot of little bitty pieces, and the Cub is generally slightly longer build than your average plane. My old one, I had 24 hours in it of build time, but I had to do a lot of painting. This one's already painted for you inside here, so you don't have to worry about all that. There is quite a few little pieces, but it all bolts together on the wing struts and everything. So it's really, I don't know, I'm just taking our time doing this, fairly slow. I'm guessing we'll have this thing up and going in about 15 hours or 12-15 hours. So anyway, buddy, again, thank you so much. I love you, man, and I'll try to get started on this here in a little bit. I've got to get some components together. I got to decide what engine I want, and I will let you know as soon as I do. You said you want to use the same engine I do, so I'll get figured out what I want to do on that and start getting my components. I may have servos already. I got to look in my drawer. I've got a bunch. I just want to make sure I have the right ones that I want to use, the right size, and we'll get going on this. So hopefully by the end of the summer you'll have yours built too, bud, and maybe get to fly it this year. So anyway, thank you again, Jason, and thanks everybody out there on YouTube for watching my channel and subscribing and watching the build videos and stuff. I'm trying to do as much as I can. It's a busy time of the year for me right now, so I haven't done much lately. But I'm gonna try rainy this weekend, so I'm here. I was supposed to go to a fun fly in Sedalia, Missouri, to another one of my YouTube friends, Chuck Cook, and they were showing an 80% chance of thunderstorms and rain. Well, it's a 4-hour drive for me, and I've pulled my camper up there. So we voted yesterday to not go with that big of a chance of rain. Now, it's cloudy here, not raining. We have the same chance. But I'm betting if I don't go up there, they're probably going to have a good day. Maybe cloudy, but not much rain or anything. And if I would have went, it would have rained all day. So, but anyway, I will get back with Chuck and go visit him another time and fly with him. And he's coming through here 1st of May to fly with us. And another one of my good YouTube friends. And I'll tell you more about him later, so on some videos. But all right, Jason, there you go, buddy. I'm going to put this all back in the box and we'll get started on it here as soon as I can, probably in a couple weeks or so. But thank you again for sending it to me, and hope you like your surprise I got coming to you. It'll be there in about a week. Definitely do unboxing. I want your wife to be videoing when you open that box, because I think you're going to have a heart attack. So anyway, all right, guys. Thank everybody for watching. See you on the tube or at the field.